I forgot my own reflection, staring at you every day. Build my house on shaky ground, pray your storms would go away. Love turned into lifeline, but it was choking me slow. I thought I was saving you, but I was the one letting go. Every I need you sounded like don't leave. I kept pouring till I couldn't breathe. You were the anchor, I was the sea, drowning myself just to keep you free. I was leaning too hard, breaking my back, calling it love, but it felt like lack. Your weight on my shoulders, no room to grow. Codependent heart, and it hurt me so. Every tear you didn't cry, I carried it in my chest. Tried to heal what wasn't mine, and called it love at its best. But love ain't a prison cell, a cage wrapped in a kiss. If I lose myself in you, tell me what kind of love is this? Every I'll fix you broke me inside. I called it devotion, but it was a lie. You held the match, I held the flame, but somehow I still took the blame. I was leaning too hard, breaking my back, calling it love, but it felt like lack. Your weight on my shoulders, no room to grow. Codependent heart, and it hurt me so. Yeah, no more chains dressed up as care. No more bleeding just to prove I'm there. Love should live, not drag me down. I'm reclaiming my solid I'm done leaning too hard, I'm standing tall, breaking these patterns once and for all. Love ain't supposed to cost me my name. I'm walking away from that cycle of pain.
Grand Rising. Welcome to the Overlap Vitamins Meditation Part 9. We are now in pill box number 3. Up to this point, the work has been about recognition and presence, learning how to notice, stay, steady yourself, and remain open. Now we move into what happens when wisdom and meditation begin to operate together in real time. Today, we are working with trust and endurance. Trust here is not belief talk. It's the willingness to stop bracing for collapse before it arrives. Endurance is not forcing yourself to keep going. It's the ability to remain present across time without hardening. These two are paired because trust without endurance can stay fragile, and endurance without trust can turn rigid. Together, they support continuation that doesn't cost you yourself. This session is not about convincing yourself that things will work out. It's about noticing what changes when you stop preparing for failure and start tightening just to last. We're going to move slowly through this. Nothing needs to be pushed. Staying can be gentle. Ashe. Please prepare yourself and get to the room and space that you need to be. Grab your water bottle or your glass of water and make sure that you give yourself at least 15 minutes of 15 to 20 minutes of quiet time. Ashe? All right. I'll be right back after this. Session number 9, Trust and Endurance. Staying steady without bracing, continuing without hardening. Take a moment to arrive where you are. Nothing needs to be set up. Nothing needs to be adjusted unless your body asks for it. Let the surface beneath you support you. If your eyes close, allow that. If they stay open, let your gaze soften. Bring your attention to your breath. No shaping, no correction. Feel the inhale and feel the exhale of your natural breath. You're not preparing for what comes next. You're settling into what already is here. This session begins the third pillbox. Up to this point, the work has focused on recognition and presence. How you notice, how you stay, how wisdom and attention take root. Now we move into what happens when those two begin to function together. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it, and exhale it very slowly through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose, hold it, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Take another deep breath through your mouth, hold it, and allow it to drop. Allow your natural breath to get in vibration and rhythm of the music. Nothing to do, just be aware of your breath, inhaling in and exhaling your natural flow. Trust is not something you say. Endurance is not something you force. Trust is what allows you to release the need to brace. Endurance is what allows you to continue without hardening. These two are paired because trust without endurance can remain fragile, and endurance without trust can turn rigid. Together they support staying power that doesn't cost you yourself. Move very slowly and gently through this process today. Nothing here requires pushing. Just breathe. Just breathe. Bring attention inward. Trust begins where constant readiness softens, where the body no longer expects collapse at every turn. Notice what it feels like to stop holding yourself tight against what might happen next. We are going deeper still, deeper still. See, feel, and imagine that you don't need to picture anything. You are a blank canvas. Here in that space, you don't need to convince yourself of anything. Just stay with that for a moment. Just notice whether there is any space to loosen your grip, even slightly. Deeper still. See, feel, and imagine yourself sitting by a stream. Transport yourself there by a stream and listening to the water as it ebbs and flows, and make the lapping sound against the shoreline. And you're sitting there with your eyes closed and just resting. At this point, please say to yourself, I allow support without bracing for it. You're by the water's bank, just listening and sitting, listening to the sounds of the forest and the gentle lapping of the river that you're sitting by. Nothing to do, just enjoying the noise, the beautiful noise of the forest. See, feel, and imagine that you know that trust forms when you stop arguing with timing. In this space, there is no timing. You're free to be. When you stop preparing for outcomes before they arrive, when you allow things to unfold without rehearsing loss in advance. Trust shows up quietly in how you rest, on how you pause before reacting, and how you release what you cannot control without spiraling. Just rest here in this beautiful forest where the water looks like glass and reflects the sky. See, feel, and imagine that. Nothing to do, just breathe. That fresh, crisp air. You inhale it in deeply and release it slowly. The sun on your face, nothing to do but just rest. Let the same sense of loosening remain without any effort from you. Just fully present in the moment. Nothing but peace, harmony, and you becoming one with nature. As you slowly get up from your sitting position, you notice a beautiful tree. My gosh, it's so tall. You walk towards the tree because it's on your path before you exit the forest. Put your hand on the tree trunk and feel the pulse of life. Now gently bring your attention to endurance. This tree has endured so much, just like you. Endurance here is not pushing through, it's staying present across time. By resting your hand on this tree, it brings your awareness to something in your life that has required you to keep going quietly, repetitively, not dramatic, just over time. You don't have to name the situation, just notice what it has required of you. And put that into perspective of a life of the tree and how much the tree had to endure for it to be such a magnificent, tall tree. As you look up to the sky and try to see how high the tree goes, it just appears to be endless. You see, endurance, shaped by wisdom, is flexible. It allows movement without collapsing. It allows continuation without bitterness. Notice whether there is any part of you that has tightened in order to last. As you walk away from the tree on the path, you find yourself saying to yourself, and repeat after me, I continue without hardening. No need to feel any other way, and let that settle. You can continue without hardening. Endurance nourishes by allowing growth to happen at a sustainable pace. You stop sprinting and collapsing, and you stop confusing effort with worth. Stay with that for a moment and think about that as you're now walking past all of these little babbling brooks that appear to come together as a waterfall. All of those streams flow into one brook, stream, river. Just breathe. Release the image gently, and no need to carry it forward. It serves no purpose here. Now allow trust and endurance to work together. Ever so gently. Trust releases the need to brace. Endurance allows you to remain. Notice how different this feels from forcing yourself forward or waiting anxiously for relief. There is steadiness here, continuity without strain. And as you're walking down the path, the trees start parting so you can see a little bit more light as your path is, that you're walking. It's almost to the end of the forest. Bring your attention back to your breath and let it anchor you without any effort. Say to yourself, I stay with what is without bracing or pushing. You see this pairing nourishes staying power that does not require you to put on armor. You remain available, you remain intact, and just rest on that as you walk ever so slowly on the path in the forest, looking up at the sky as you're being more aware of the surroundings. Just rest. Nothing to do but to breathe in and exhale. Just be aware of your breath, your natural breath. Trust and endurance do not announce themselves. They show up when you don't rush a decision, when you don't give up just to escape discomfort, when you don't harden in order to survive. You are almost out of the forest. You can see ahead of you where space is opening up. You don't need to remember this session. You don't need to repeat anything. What belongs with you will surface when it's needed. Notice how you feel as you're walking out of the forest. And as you start coming back, what other sounds are you hearing as you're being transported back? Notice how you feel now compared to when you began. No better, just steady. And that's what it's all about, being more steady in this moment. Notice your breath. Slowly bring yourself back. You're crossing time and space to come back to the present moment. You're just about there. You are back in your space, but your eyes can remain closed. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Bring your attention back to your breath. And start noticing the sounds and the space that is around you. Take one slow inhale. And one steady exhale. Start bringing your awareness back into the room. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. Very slowly, gently. Welcome back. Did you have I hope you did. You know, today I would like you to just stretch your arms out very long so you feel the stretch in your arms. Excellent. Bring your arms straight up and may your hands touch above your head. And just reach as high as you can with your hands closed together. Now bring your arms slowly apart and have them come out, and then slowly rest at your sides. Please take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Exhale very slowly. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale by just dropping your breath. Your whole shoulders should have just dropped just now. You don't have to brace to continue, and you don't have to harden to last. This is staying power that holds. Ashe, ashe. And that concludes our session. You are free to move around the cabin. Please take a sip of water. That's great. Please take another sip. And one last sip for me. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming by. Please have a wonderful day. You're very relaxed. Just be gentle with yourself and give yourself grace. And I'll see you all later on. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what the day brings. All right. Be well. Stay safe. And be good to yourself and those that are around you, especially in the times that we are in. Look out for one each other, for real. Look out for one another. I'll see you all back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for part 10 of the guided meditations on overlap vitamins. I can't even talk because I'm so relaxed. Don't laugh at me. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Take care.
Welcome to Shamaka Essentials. Let me know if you need anything. Thank you.
Shamaka Essentials product highlight of the day is aromatherapy and medicinal bath salts, bath soaks, and foot soaks. Our aromatherapy and medicinal bath salts are thoughtfully blended with mineral-rich salts, botanicals, and essential oils to support rest, release, and restoration. Designed for full-body baths or targeted foot soaks, they help ease tension, calm the nervous system, reduce fatigue, and support the body's natural ability to rest and recover and reset. Please make sure you visit www.shamakaessentials.com for all of your spiritual and wellness needs.
When I walk in the room, watch the envy go. Essentials only keep it real, no stress. Go from the roots, yeah, we shine, nothing less.